Good morning. Great to see you and wonderful to have you with us as we gather in the presence of our God to offer our worship and our praise. If you're a returning snowbird, welcome back. We're delighted to have you back again. If you are visiting with us today, we would love to have you stand, go around the room. I'll go around the room and just find out your name and where it is you come from. We like to try, wherever possible, to make some connection with the guests who join us for worship on a Sunday. So if you're comfortable doing that, and we understand not everyone is, but if you're comfortable, please stand. We'll find out your name and where you come from. Great. Thank you. Sir.
Hi, my name is Michael Rake. I'm here from Dayton, Ohio. This is my wife, Stacy, and my daughters, Ella, Audrey, and Catherine.
Great. Welcome from Dayton, Ohio, you said. Yes. Terrific. Sir.
Hi, Mark Mango from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, for the winter.
Here for the winter. Great. Glad to have you in church this morning. Yes, ma'am. You did indeed. Yes, right. Lovely to have you here. Welcome. Yes, ma'am.
I'm Jennifer Snyder here with my daughters, and we're visiting from Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Grand Rapids, Michigan. Terrific. Welcome. So it's a little warmer here, but only a little. Yes. Yes, folks.
Barb and Ron Medier, we're from northern Michigan. You think this is cold?
Yeah.
This is May for us.
Yes, well, enjoy your summer vacation. I think I've got everyone I can see. Let's welcome these and any other visitors. Other visitors who may have hesitated about standing. In each of the rows, we have fellowship pads, and inside the fellowship pads there are pages just like this. We would love for you to take the pad and pass it along the row, fill in name, address, whether you're a member, a visitor, whatever. Give us some information about you. It will enable us to try to connect more closely with those who share the experience of worship. And we're very pleased that you should do that. Once the pads get to the end of the row, pass them back again. You're allowed to read what everyone else has written in the pad, and that may enable you to greet someone by name after the service is over. In the bulletin today, as always, you have announcements for the coming weeks in the life of the congregation. Tomorrow morning, the men's Bible study starts a new series in looking at the Gospel of John, and you can either attend in person or by Zoom. You choose, gentlemen, but you'll be very welcome for that. And the women's Bible study continues on Wednesday, and they're moving into a study of the letter to the Philippians. Also tomorrow, Hope Seeds meets to pack some seeds to go to developing parts of the world to encourage sustainable agriculture and provision of sufficient food for people. They meet in Fellowship Hall from 1 until 3 p.m. to enable adequate preparations to be made for the crowd, and it sometimes is a crowd. Thank you. We'd be grateful if you signed up in Fellowship Hall afterwards. Steve Balsbaugh, the CEO of Hope Seeds, will be there to add a personal word of encouragement, but were you telling me the announcements are going on too long? I'll come back to you in a minute, my lady. Dave Balsbaugh will be here, and be an opportunity to hear more from him about the great work that Hope Seeds does. Next Sunday after worship, doing a Connect class. Just meet with me if you've got questions about Christ Church, if you're thinking about possibly becoming a member, either an affiliate member or a full member. This would be your chance to get information, to ask questions. As always, there is no obligation to buy. I'm not selling anything except information about the church to encourage you to make a responsible decision if you're thinking about joining us. Bulletin tells you that on Friday the 27th of January, we have a dine-around where we meet in groups in people's homes. We're looking for volunteers both to act as hosts, hostesses, and also as participants. Sign up in Fellowship Hall for that. And then the final announcement that's important to make this morning, they're all important, but this one in particular, 2 weeks from today, Sunday the 29th of January, we hold our annual meeting of the congregation. This is the annual checkup. The leaders of the congregation accountable for our finance, for our membership, for the life of the congregation, and we encourage all members to remember the date and make a point of staying for the annual meeting. Now, the other thing to say, actually, when Kathleen fell asleep and hit one of the organ keys, it was a reminder that I hadn't mentioned what was the first thing on my list of announcements this morning, which is that, sadly, this is Kathleen's last Sunday at the keyboards in worship. She and Dawn will be leaving in a couple of weeks to resettle near their family up north. Bad time of year to be going, though, Kathleen. It really is. And we would encourage people. I know at the end of the service there's a stampede to get to the fellowship hall and all the cookies and so on. But we would love today if you just stayed in church and enjoyed Kathleen's last postlude. We've got some flowers here to give her after she's finished, and then you'll be free to go. But you will be going with our deep appreciation and our very best wishes to you and to Dawn for your new life back in Pennsylvania, isn't it? Yeah. God bless. And I'm sure there'll be more of that later. Friends, we gather as a community of faith. We seek the sense of the presence of God in the fellowship which God gives us as a church. Together, let us worship God. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad.